All right, President Trump very confident tonight that Texas is not in play in 2020, despite Democrats saying they may have made inroads, vowing that they're making progress turning the state from red to blue. Let's bring in the Lieutenant Governor of Texas, Dan Patrick, also the chair of the Texas Trump campaign. And Lieutenant Governor, I know that you were there tonight. Your reaction to the rally?
First of all, it's the biggest one they've ever had, Shannon. Almost 24,000 people inside, 5,000 people outside. And one of the things that I marvel at, and I traveled with the president all day today, and I said, Mr. President, it's amazing what you did 3 or 4 years ago when you were able to bring out these crowds that had never been seen before. But to maintain and grow these crowds 3 years down is just unbelievable. I asked the question when I spoke tonight before the president. I said, how many of you are here for your first rally? And I would say 80% of the hands went up. See, what a lot of people, Shannon, don't understand is we did not have an election 2 years ago or 3 years ago. We had a revolt. And the revolution is still going on. This was a revolt of the American people against everything the progressive left, the big government socialists with their communist policies began then, and are even bringing out even more policies that America will reject. He won the state by 9 points last time. I told him today I think he'll win it by more this time. And I feel very good about Texas, and tonight was just an incredible evening.
So the last big Senate race you had there, obviously a lot closer than a lot of folks wanted it to be. Beto O'Rourke, former congressman running against the incumbent Senator Ted Cruz. We understand Beto was having a rally himself, maybe 15 miles or so from where you were, dueling rallies tonight, although they looked a lot different from what we can see so far. But there is concern among Republicans outside and inside the state of Texas that it could be shifting. Something here from USA Today. Blue Texas, Donald Trump visits Lone Star State as Democrats seek inroads. It says, in the political heart of Texas, say state Republicans have dominated for decades. Democrats say they are gaining ground. And one of the reasons for that transformation is flying into Dallas, Fort Worth on Thursday. His name is Donald Trump. Quote, the political atmosphere for Democrats in Texas is better than it has been for decades. They credit that to a Democratic strategist there. Your reaction, Lieutenant Governor?
Well, keep this tape for after the election next year. He's not going to lose Texas. He will win it by more votes. And as far as Beto O'Rourke, who wants to take tax benefits away from churches if he disagrees with their stand that's based on the word of God, by the way, and that he wants to take guns from Texas, that's not going to play here. Elizabeth Warren's not going to play here. Joe Biden's not going to play here. I mentioned tonight when I was speaking that I know that Beto O'Rourke was having an anti-Trump rally up the street, and that the president had more people in the porta potties than O'Rourke had show up. I mean, this isn't even a contest, Shannon. Now, look, we're going to work hard. We're going to raise money. We're going to have more volunteers than ever. It will be the biggest campaign, the most well-funded presidential campaign with the most trained volunteers and the most paid staff ever in history. And if you just look at that crowd tonight, these people love this guy because he stands up for them. He's fighting against the progressive left. He's fighting for the Republican Party, but he's fighting for the American people. And the American people watching right now on Fox, they get it. And I believe the president's going to win by more electoral votes than he did last time. And this could actually be another McGovern year for the only thing they may win will be New York and California and maybe a few other states, on the Blue Coast.
Well, Lieutenant
but this
Governor,
is going to be a great year.
We will keep this tape. We will keep it locked away in the our archives. We'll have you back a little bit more than a year from now when the election happens, and we'll see. In the meantime, thank you for making time for us tonight. Good to see you.
Thank you. Remember, it was a revolt, and the revolution continues.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tonight, Energy Secretary Rick